Hey everybody, Ryan FMG here. Before we talk about today's deck, please pet the little corgi in the bottom right of your screen. He loves the pets, and that is the sub button, and each and every sub means a lot to me. What are we doing today? Well, there was a recent balance update that, may or may not have, spoiler alert, didn't really change all that much. However, one thing that did change is Steel Headsman. This got a complete, well, I would say re-makeover, but it's doing a lot of the same things, just way more powerful. It is now a 5 MP 4/3 with agility, and when played, if your deck has 10 or less cards, gain plus 9 HP. So the first thing that I want to do with this balance update is play with this card, and what better shell to do it than Uroboros. Obviously, I love Uroboros. Uroboros has done really, really good. When I say mill, I mean, taking cards from your deck and just throwing them in your graveyard with Cursed Choice, and then playing Death's Execution to give things revenge. And so this is a little bit different than some of the other Uroboros lists that I've played with in the past, but yet still very, very reminiscent because a lot of the core is still here. So of course we're playing the mill package with some revenge gravy on top. We're also playing Dark Exchange because we want more and more revenge. Our resurrection spells of course, the ubiquitous 3 of Rebirth, and we are playing 2 Return from the Dead. I like Return from the Dead. Yes, it is 5 MP, but you are still getting either a well, I guess technically we now do have a 5 MP unit, but the vast majority of our units are 6 and above, so you are getting a lot of value, even though this is still 5 MP, and that is why it's a 2 of. Our removal spells is a playset of Fate of the Unworthy because this is such an efficient removal spell. And then Cruel Game because a nice board wipe. And then, of course, Living Death. And what do we round it all up with? Of course, we have some Tyrants, some Gores, some Devils, and a Orochi because this card has not seen a nerf, so I'm going to keep on playing it, I guess. We did take 10k out. 10k seemed okay, but not great. The Revenge body is so good. However, the dealing only 3 damage, you know what? I want to just kill things straight up that cost MP at 6 or less. So we are going back to Executioner, especially now that we are playing the mill package. So our goal is to get quickly down to 10 or fewer cards. So then our Executioner and our Steel Headsman is online. So let's jump into the games and hopefully we draw this and see how broken or good and fast it can win. Round 1 up against Blazing Wall, so pretty darn aggressive. We could keep this, but I don't like having Steel Headsman in our opener, even though I really want to play that card, but you kind of want to draw it a little bit later. Well, he really wants to show off. He's like, yo, I'm better now. Let me show my worth. So we'll just wait to do Gore into a Tyrant. It's fine. We'll take this one. Even though I love to place him in the middle, this will never hit this, and so I want this, I want to put the Tyrant here. Ooh, or Tyrant right there. That's even better. And that they kind of wasted some damage from their little monster. We could play this. We could kill something. Let's play this, though. And it is a little risky to play Dark Exchange when we have no units in our graveyard, so we can't, like, Uroboros or use any resurrection spells, but I think that's kind of okay here. I just don't want to take any more damage. Even though, like, this will be a trade and we won't be able to flip it. I guess maybe we should have taken a little bit of damage. But a trade's a trade, so that's never too bad. We are taking damage when everything dies, so that is a little dubious. We're having all of our mill payoffs here, none of our mill cards. As soon as they play something, I'll just pop this right in front of it. Well, Ryu right now is not that scary because it is only 1. We don't have anything in our graveyard. Ooh, you love to see that. We're definitely just going to fate that. Living Death with nothing but 2 actions now in our graveyard. Shh, it's fine. Sometimes Dark Exchange feels a little weird, but they're at 5. Doesn't even matter. Okay, Uroboros doing what it does best, just slapping face with a big devil. Another red deck, this time around AA Jill. Let's see if we can win again. I like this hand. We'll keep it. So we could just kind of wait up to either play a Tyrant or Devil. If they flood the board, we have Cruel Game to wipe their board, or we could just start milling. A lot of just classic Uroboros things. We could just be extremely aggressive here. Yeah, let's be extremely aggressive. Because now I don't mind. We could just do this. Yeah, let's do this. It's free. It's using all the blue MP. That's okay. I don't think it's worth it to do this because they'll probably play another action of some kind. Then we can do Curse Choice. We have to remember when this dies, it will go back to our grave or to our deck, not to our graveyard. So we shouldn't just do a rebirth. Let's just do this. We could do this just to mill cards, but I don't think we're in that dire of need yet. And because like mill cards to do our Steel Headsman, or actually just to maybe hopefully get a unit into our graveyard, because now we have 3 unknown cards. So we could do a rebirth, but I'm okay taking some damage here. Because what I really want to do is play a Gore, then try to flip it with a Tyrant. Let's do this. Even though it's best in the middle, I want to mitigate some damage here. And then... Ooh, let's... Shoot. I was going to say, let's not be greedy and let's just fire this off. But they got to us. Let's do this. It's free to mill, and especially that we already have an Executioner and I want to get some stuff in the graveyard. So I'm going to say that's okay. That's actually really good for us. Because we're just going to Cruel Game. As soon as we can, hopefully we don't take damage. Perfect. And now we can... now we can use our hero power, maybe then just Living Death. Dark Exchange kind of does counteract our mill strategy because it's just throwing things back into our deck, but is what it is. Executioner is not the best thing to get back, but yet again, is what it is. It's still a 3/8. We could just play this and this. I want to take this. I want to see if they're going to flood the board, and then we'll Living Death. We don't know how many things are in our graveyard, but I think this is fine. Because we're at least killing 2 things. We do know they have 3 units, so if we only get back, like, a stinky unit, that would be pretty bad. Oh, no! Well, we played him. Well, I guess we placed him. We didn't play him. That didn't feel particularly good. So we do have 1 thing, so I guess we just do that. This bat is going to be... We need to get to lower cards so Executioner can kill the bat. Okay, so far Steel Headsman doesn't feel great because it's the 1 played and not 1 place stability, but hey, is what it is. We're testing him out. We're just dead to 2 turns with this dude. Sorry, well, 1 more turn. Ah! Okay, feels bad, but for science! Round 3 up against a cat. Let's swap this. Yet again, this is showing why I've kind of gone in and out of favor of Executioner. its one plate ability is great, but it is just a one plate ability, and it's not good when it's your second unit or your first unit. So I still like it, I still think it is powerful, but I haven't played with it for maybe a month or so, and these are kind of the reasons why, and so this is solidifying that. Not saying that it's terrible, but maybe it's not a 4 or 3 of. And, you know, we could just do this to flip it, and that could be completely fine, because then it is still... Yeah, let's just do this. Maybe it's a split of 10k and Executioner. Because all my playing with 10k, it felt fine, but nothing too great. But the Revenge felt good, right? And the little, you know, since you are gaining life, that always feels nice. I guess we just do this. Why not? We could have, like, aggro milled. Maybe aggro mill could have been good. Ooh, I do like this. We could kill the Blanca? I would like to kill this, please. Do we just kill the Blanca? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Cruel Game can be good. Cruel Game. Because if they kill this, then we could Cruel Game or gain their Zangief. If we go to 10 MP, we'll just mill again. Let's play this. Hopefully they try to pump up one of these dudes, and then we just Cruel Game. So kind of use this as a bait. Steel Headsman. Okay, and we're at 17 cards. Let's go. Let's live the dream. So we could just do this to get lower, but I would love to give Revenge to the Steel Headsman. This is a game that I don't want to end, but our board looks really good. They could disarm this. Maybe we just do this so we could drop Steel. Yeah, let's do this. Let's not live the crazy dream. I just want to live the agility plus 9 HP. The 412 agility. That's the dream. That's the basic dream, right? A 412 agility feels very nice. We probably should have done this a little bit faster, but like, rather than play this Tyrant, we should have just milled and then played that, but I really wanted to be greedy. Because as soon as they kill something, we just drop this. God, this 412 with agility is kind of nonsensical. GG's, we win! Fourth and final round against everyone's favorite new hero, Oichi. Well, technically the only newest one. Let's keep this. I don't know. We do have 2 Executioners, but I really love Gore. Then we can try to just aggro mill. Or we just do a 3-8, because a 3-8 against like a lot of their like little zombies and stuff will go a long way. And we play the waiting game. The waiting game. Oh, 2 foxes. Oh, yes. So I think we try to wait for this to hit for 3, because we're going to gain life, so we don't mind. Oh, remember when I'm like, oh, we don't mind. It's fine. Oichi. Or sorry, Orochi. Well, this is fine. We could do Living Death. We're going to be taking so much damage, though, that I don't know if we really could climb up from this. Even with our broken Black Legendary. Hopefully they do something so we can do this. Okay. They didn't get anything back because their 2 foxes do exile themselves. Okay, well there's another legendary scared. And unfortunately this won't get there in time. We really need to flip this. I want to be greedy though, try to get the 3 in. I kind of want to use this when this dies. So this is going to die sooner rather than later, right? And then we use that to gain, you know, 6 more life. Just do a free mill. They have their hero power on deck, but they don't really have... Actually... Yeah, they don't really have anything in their graveyard, right? Because I think the only thing is 2 foxes with that MP cost, but obviously that doesn't really work out. We could just free do this. Let's do this. We need to do something, and also... This is giving them MP, so they could deal with this. Oh my god, we're going to live the Steel Headsman dream. So we can play Steel Headsman and then do Death's Execution. Let's make sure that this hits first. Put this and do this. And this leaves up, you know, Fate. Oh, this is beautiful and I love this. Look at this clock. Too bad that the fox hit that, so we didn't kill that, but oh well. Let's just do this, because this could kill something pretty darn big that's going to be killing us. And is this just lethal? Okay. We don't have any 3 MP units out, so this won't do anything. We could just do this. Let's kill that and use our hero power to eat that. Our slow timer's just chilling in the top lane. Ooh, we got our own Orochi. Feels great, man. Feels great. And our dude flips. Yeah, this seems like GG. Our opponent had a really, really good, powerful start, but so did we. It was just legendary after legendary and like just haymaker after haymaker. And we definitely got there in the end. Feels great. Overall, we just went 3-1, and I love this deck, right? It's Uroboros. I like Uroboros. I think Uroboros can be pretty darn good in this meta just because it has so raw, powerful, really, really powerful stuff sometimes. And what were we testing out? We were testing out Steel Headsman. How much did I like this card? If you can play this when you have 10 or fewer cards, getting that plus 9 HP, so it's a 4/12 with agility is fantastic. However, the downside is it is a 1 played, so if you are resurrecting this with Uroboros or Rebirth or whatever, it does not trigger the 1 played ability, and that does feel a little bit bad. And at the end of the day, it is still, you know, 10 or fewer cards, so you do have to wait for this to be good, because raw stats, you don't want to be playing this when it's a 4/3. So overall, I do think that this is a really powerful card, and I think it's worth a slot for sure in Uroboros. The other thing that we were kind of testing out, not for the first time, but kind of revisiting, is Executioner. And yet again, I like Executioner. It is still like 10 MP threshold, or sorry, 10 cards in deck threshold and all that, and the 1 played compared to 1 placed ability. I like Executioner because just killing anything outright feels so good. However, sometimes this does feel pretty bad, but its body is a 3/8 with heavy pierce, and that is going to be doing pretty darn good work, just raw value. You don't want to be always playing that, but it doesn't feel like the end of the game when you are just playing that to, you know, flip your gore or just to kind of turn through your deck. So I definitely want to play with some Executioners. Maybe it's like a 2-1 split with 10k, because I'm not quite done with that card just yet, but I'm excited because Mill Uroboros kind of is something fun, and I haven't played with for a while, and Steel Headsman definitely makes me want to play with it more. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.